I love Terraria Calamity. The mod is amazing, and I've really enjoyed Terraria over the past few years where I've had it. And I recently started doing a playthrough again, just enjoying it and having fun. So far, I think I've sunk about 60 hours into it over the course of about maybe a month and a half. And it's been difficult, but it's also been a lot of fun. And a few weeks ago, I beat Moonlords and progressed onto the next stage, which is post Moonlord, where all the bosses get actually difficult. And the first major roadblock I had was Providence. Ugh. The footage that should be playing should be me refighting Providence, because just a few days ago, on the 9th, I ended up beating Providence barely. That fight was difficult. To understand a bit of that, I actually need to do a little bit of a side tangent here. In 1973, the film Enter the Dragon released, in which there's a clip of Bruce Lee being interviewed, or being interviewed kind of, by a monk, and he asks him, "What's the highest technique you hope to achieve?" And he responds, "To have no technique." Like, what are your thoughts when fighting an opponent? There is no opponent. And I really like this. This scene was put a bunch of edits on TikTok. And because I'm a brain-rotted little child, I saw a bunch of them, and these were flashing through my mind while I was doing the fight. Throughout a lot of the attempts, I had the health bar up, and I was like, "Ooh, it's getting close." But in my final attempt that I did, I had to do a lot of things. Number one, I had to cover up the health bar so I didn't know how much health he had left, because even taking a second to consider how much health he had left would distract me too much. I was playing Ranger, and I decided, oh, I might as well use Stardust Dragon as a summon just to help. I ended up getting rid of Stardust Dragon, because even though it would do more damage for me over time, doing an extra couple hundred damage a second, which would cut the fight down by multiple minutes, it flying around and being blue and yellow would be slightly too distracting, meaning I couldn't have it on the battlefield, because even having to look away for a fraction of a second, I would low-key fumble that fight. What else? I also had to blast music. I was in school, I was in a study center, and I was singing with my friends. We're all in the corner. We're in somewhat silence because everyone's doing their own things. One of my friends is drawing, and one's just chilling on his laptop. And I'm blasting music at the safe limit for it, which is 9 out of 15 clicks on Samsung. If you didn't know that, don't listen to loud music. You're gonna get deaf, and I like hearing. When I got low, I genuinely had to pause the game, turn to all of them, and be like, everyone needs to be silent for the next 30 seconds. And after the genuinely worst fight I have ever fought, I beat Providence. And all it took was me to achieve true inner peace, blast music incredibly loud, have absolute silence around me, and I had to, in Calamity, boss summons are non-consumable, meaning you can summon a boss as many times as you want. This is because some boss summons are dropped by bosses, such as the Providence summon being dropped by the Profaned Guardians. So I took the King Slime summon because it only deals 1 damage to me, and it has the lowest amount of health. I could kill it in about a second, and I had to summon that boss, summon King Slime, multiple times to keep me alive, and I used him as healing. After the fight, I pick up all the trophies to see how many times I killed him. I killed him 29 times that fight, just to stay alive. His sacrifice was worthy to get me to barely scrape through that fight. And I've got to refight Providence, because she doesn't drop enough Divine Geodes for me to be able to finish the armor set that is really important for the rest of the game. Because the flippin' Xbox Stormweaver has 1 million health. Providence had 600,000. I love Calamity though. I'm actually really enjoying this. No, this is fun. You should play Terraria Calamity. This is a recommendation now. I'm holding you hostage.